She's the mad scientist princess. She has the maddest ideas and the prettiest dress, and her castle is always in a mess, but her work will amaze and impress. She's the mad scientist princess. The mad scientist princess has been exiled from her land by her father. This was because of her propensity towards scientific endeavours and her attitude towards the monarchy. Even though the mad scientist princess will not inherit any further land or title, and her younger sister is next in line, she was allowed to keep the princess title. But even though she will never be queen, she is certainly the queen of genetic research and conservation of nature. When she was a child, the mad scientist princess was adamant that if she was ever crowned queen, she would immediately dissolve the monarchy. And this was just unacceptable to her father, who also thought that doing sciencey things was not appropriate for a member of royalty. So in order to avoid embarrassment and to keep her in line, she was forced to keep the princess title and banished to the wilderness of the castle that she now lives. In the laboratories, the mad scientist princess has lots of sciencey things. What kind of sciencey things? Well, there are lots of glass beakers, flasks and test tubes. Often these are set up in a very sciencey way, with various bubbling coloured liquids. There are lots of microscopes, all kinds of different ones, everywhere. There are lots of widgety, gadgety, sciencey electricy boxes. They are there to do sciencey things. They have buttons on the sides and lots of small screens. They do various important sciencey things which help the mad scientist princess with her work. There are also lots of fume cabinets, lots of them in various locations. They are important for removing toxic fume and dust, which might result from an experiment or important research, because the mad scientist princess may be mad, but she is certainly a safe and healthy person. She wouldn't have lived as long as she has if she wasn't. The biggest, most secret, most amazing experiment ever conducted by the mad scientist princess involves a very special creature. A creature the mad scientist princess has named the Scruffle-Duffle. The Scruffle-Duffle was formed by combining genetic material from a wide variety of animals. This includes dog, cat, horse and mouse, although who is to really know what genetic material finds itself in the creation of the mad scientist princess? Have you heard of the Princess Olympics? Well, I will tell you about it. This is an event where all the princesses get together and do various fun princess things, like skipping with long hair, talking to cute cats and doggies, and making friends with little ponies. There is also the tea party, dancing in princess dresses, and the sleeping on comfy beds portion. The aim is to have lots and lots of fun, so no one is the best or the worst. There are only happy princesses. The little ponies live in Little Pony Land. Let's go together here, take my hand. It is a magical place with beaches of sand. It is there to give the ponies a soft place to stand. When you go there, you'll be amazed. You'll say, wow, this is rather grand. Little ponies, stomping their feet. Little ponies, having something to eat. Little ponies, scratching their bum. Little ponies, filling their tum. I want to skip in long grass that comes up to my knees, with all the grasshoppers and all of the bees. Then I'll say hello to all the birds in all of the trees. There is a happy cat in a field of wheat. She is bouncing along the tips of her feet. Now she is dancing along Gower Street, and sings to all the people she does meet. Cats wearing bow ties and hats. They have coats with tails and are dancing all about. Little red boots and a tricorn hat. The perfect clothes for a three-legged cat. She also has a billowing cloak, because she is also a superhero and loves a good stroke. This doggy is nimble, this doggy is quick. This doggy will jump in the air and catch a stick. This doggy is nimble, this doggy is quick. This doggy will perform an awesome trick. This doggy is nimble, this doggy is quick. This doggy will paw at the ground and give you a lick. Every so often, all the cute doggies in the world transform into humans, and they take the train so that they can go on an adventure. Sometimes a doggy will go on such a long adventure that they forget that they were ever a dog and will get stuck as a human. He is not a cat, or a dog, or a bird, or a lizard. He is the greatest, magnificent, time-travelling wizard. He is clumsy and forgetful, and he may cause a blizzard. He is the greatest, magnificent, time-travelling wizard. He will appear here. He will appear then. He will appear there. He will appear when. The time-travelling wizard is magnificent, even if he doesn't know where or when he went. He travels through all of space and time, causing chaos and maybe committing crime. He does these things for the purpose of test, because he is the time-travelling wizard and he is the greatest. Time-travelling pen, you'll see it again, but you just don't know when, because it is the time-travelling pen. Every now and then you'll find the time-travelling pen, you'll never know where or even when, because it is the time-travelling pen. There is a little vehicle repair shop called the Road Dent Repair Company, and they are staffed by different rodents. The mechanics are all shrews, the administration people are voles and field mice, the big bosses are lazy rats who drink and smoke all day and are kind of nasty. One day, the smaller rodent workers get together because they don't want to be pushed around by the rat bosses anymore, and they demand better conditions and pay. The rats don't like this, but they are outnumbered and fear for their safety because of how inebriated they are, and they cannot accurately judge the threat the rodents pose. So the rats give in to the demands, eventually giving up ownership of the company, although the other rodents let them continue managing the business because although they are lazy and bad, they can change and are actually not bad at business. The little fluffy office mice had a big raucous party and were not very nice. They drank too much and spilled their food everywhere. It was very messy and they did not care. I am sorry, office mice. The humans have now decided to evict you because you have breached the terms of your lease. But do not worry, I will give you a nice warm home with tasty food and you can have as many parties as you want. I'm a teddy bear, I'll run around and hide under there. I'm a teddy bear, I'll dance on the table and sit on that chair. I'm a teddy bear. Yankee Doodle went to town blowing an orange trumpet. It sounded really, really bad, but most people claimed to love it. People from all around exclaimed it couldn't happen again surely, that people would prefer to listen to a trumpet that functioned so poorly. Her name was Ms. McCoffee, who used to drink a lot of coffee. One day she croaked and was reborn as a goat, and now she steals people's toffee.